The StringIO and BytesIO classes of the I/O module are in-memory file-like objects in Python. They allow us to use a string buffer or a bytes buffer as if it were a file. This can be very useful in various scenarios where you need to manipulate text or binary data using file-like operations but without actually reading from or writing to the disk. Let's first study the common use cases for StringIO and BytesIO. One of the most important use cases of StringIO and BytesIO is to provide a way to use file APIs without touching the file system, which can speed up operations and is essential for environments where disk I/O is expensive or restricted. Besides, they can be used for data processing pipelines where you need to pass data between functions or libraries that expect file-like objects. Finally, they are also useful for unit tests where you need to simulate file operations without creating actual files on disk. Suppose you have a function that processes file input, but you have your data as a string. In this case, we can use StringIO to simulate a file-like object and pass it to the function. In this way, we don't need to save the data to an actual file on the disk. This is particularly useful when working with string data generated at runtime. Regarding data transformation, imagine you need to manipulate some binary data, like images, without saving them to disk. In this example, we first read the image binary data from somewhere, like from the web using the requests module. Then we create a pillow image object for the downloaded image. Note that the image.open method requires a file-like object as the input. This is accomplished with BytesIO, which create a file-like object with the image binary data. Now we can perform various image processing actions on the image object. After that, we can convert the image to a uniform format by saving it to another file-like object with the specified format. Finally, we can use the getValue method to get the binary data and return it to the user. Finally, let's see how the I/O module can be used for testing and mocking. When testing web applications that handle file uploads, we can use BytesIO to simulate file objects. This can be very handy for testing file upload endpoints in web applications because it doesn't require having actual files in the repository, which will otherwise increase the repo size and also decrease testing efficiency. In this example, we have a function that handles file upload. To test if this function is working properly in unit tests, we can simulate a file-like object with BytesIO and use it to test the target function. In this video, we introduced 3 common use cases of the I/O module in Python, which hopefully makes it less mysterious for you now. This is it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to my channel for more content.